We're going to be live in just a moment. So sit tight.
Hi, Jill.
How you doing, Corey?
Good.
Who's Shermer playing with? He's not playing with Neil. Also, can you tell me who's at the other table so we can say so and so's at the other table and they might do this if we know their style or something?
Yeah, Jill, give me a second.
Okay.
In fact, if you there's the other table right here. And
So
and I'll
Shermer's playing with Hinsey.
I'll have this other table open so we can. I'll be able to kind of tell you what's going on at
All
both
right.
tables there. Okay, I think. Well, let's see. Yeah, we are live. Good. All right, great. We are live, people. Welcome to day two. Finally, we're going to get a result and see who moves on today. I'm here with Jill Myers, Corey Krantz, and we are already in the action in the Hammond-Simpson match with two legends at the table, Bob Hammond, Eric Rodwell, and two legendary commentators here, Jill and Corey. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for doing this.
Our pleasure.
All right, and we have viewers on both platforms. Good morning to you, DC Tabor from New Orleans. Welcome to the broadcast. If you're watching on any platform, don't forget to follow or subscribe. You'll get notified when we're back live. And we're just looking at what appears to be just a part score at this table. They're just playing 3 hearts on board 1, warming up for the day. And this is a pretty
Well, this is a
stacked
decision whether or
match.
not to make. Oh no, he's going to make this regardless. He's either going to guess the heart or not, and otherwise he'll just lose one.
Yeah, it's just a spade loser.
As a spade loser, yeah.
Great. Where are you both joining from? Corey, Florida for you.
Boynton Beach, Florida.
Very nice. Jill?
LA,
Nice. We're all over the
lovely
place.
Santa Monica.
Very nice. So I have the other room open. We can kind of sweat their action. They're in 4 hearts in the other room.
So
And
that looks like it's going to be on a guess.
and I will keep you updated on what's happening there. We like to kind of stick with one match, folks, so we can focus on everything happening. But if we see an interesting hand, we can certainly look at a lot of results.
And he should just claim making 3.
Yep, looks pretty straightforward there. There it is. 9 tricks. At the other table, 10 tricks claimed. They guessed correctly, so swing already. 7 imps to Simpson. The match is
23 away.
yeah.
Who guessed that?
It was Conru, it looks like. If I'm correct, if South was playing that hand. I'll tell you in a second. No, it was North, so it was Eddie Wold.
Never put it past Eddie to get it right.
All right, so here we go. Bob resists the 1 heart overcall red in direct seat. Can't blame him for that. But what do you guys think on that one? Do you think the modern player is going to bid a heart a lot in this hand?
Well, definitely not Vol. Vol,
Yeah.
because of the 10-9 hearts, maybe, and the distribution.
Team's much more dangerous.
It does. And Bob would never, I mean, that's just not Bob's style. I mean, my feeling about these, you either bid on these hands or you don't, because you have to manage your partner's expectations. So you don't want to bid on them sometimes and not other times.
Two diamonds is, and this is the beauty of this. First of all, we know they're playing some sort of precision east-west, obviously, because it's Rodwell. 1 diamond is 11 to 15. 2 diamonds, many hands, it says. So this is the start of some process they're about to figure out. This is the best. Jill, did you see that, though? This, anytime it's a grayed out, we get there and we get exactly what they're telling
I
their
see. Yeah,
opponents at
yeah,
the table. It's amazing. So
yeah,
there's no more kind of, the only people
yeah,
that misunderstand are the partnership themselves.
maybe so.
3 spades, not best. 2-no trump is just probably what 2-no trump would normally be, right? Are we going to play game or not? What do you think? He's probably not going to want to play, right? I don't know. Is this a game bid or no for you guys?
With Eric's hand,
Yeah.
we're not vulnerable.
We're not vulnerable. It's 11. And he's already shown, yeah, okay. Just playing 2-no
No.
trump.
I mean, yeah, I mean, he would pass. If you're playing precision and you have 11, you should pass.
Right.
Partners, yeah.
Let's get him in.
Well, it's funny. At the other table, it's the aggression table. They're in 3-no at the other table now. So this is 4 hearts on the first board at the other table, 3-no in the other direction. So fire with fire over there. So what do we have here? I mean, the diamond suit ends up being pretty amazing if you play a diamond to the king, right?
Yeah.
Even leading the king. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, yeah, right.
King, the diamond to the 10.
You just don't want to lead a diamond to the 9.
Yeah,
You don't wanna-
or diamond, yeah, or low diamond out of your hand. It'd suck up 2 losers, but I mean, what?
So you guys, while we were, I don't know if you're interested in this, but while we were discussing about light overcalls, somebody actually taught Carrie and me, I think it was Jack, Zhang, is that how you pronounce his last name?
I'm
Jack.
not sure.
Anyway, if you overcall light, like let's say you had king, queen, jack, 5 of hearts and out, which we all would love to overcall on.
Yeah.
We always now play that regardless of what they open, 2 clubs ask you the nature of your overcall.
Ah, nice.
So if you bid two of the major right away, it's like, I just needed the lead kind of thing. And 2 diamonds is a variety of hands.
I haven't seen any other table take any action with that south hand.
But
just yet.
I wouldn't do it with that hand either, but I'm saying, let's say you had king, queen, jack, 5.
Wait.
If you have all your cards
I
in this.
found a taker, John Kranyak, 1 heart.
Yeah.
You would say the graph here would skew younger for the 1 heart bid, right?
Yeah.
All right, he's thinking about kind of the best way to tackle this hand, and he's only in 2-no trump at the other table. They're making the same decisions for game.
It's got to get the diamonds going.
Oh,
and
I did something to get myself out of this. Hold on. There we go.
Ooh, Jill, your camera angle's a little better too. I can see you better.
it's probably going to play diamond out of his
I
hand.
can make, well, I think I can make my screen even lower. Is that better?
Oh wow, that's even better. You're perfect.
Except that I can't see now. Wait.
The fine line between. Yeah, what somebody put in the chat, it sounds like Drury opposite overcalls. It's kind of not the worst way to think about it.
I can always take 9 tricks. 4 diamonds, 2 spades, 2 hearts. Nothing they can do.
Yeah.
3-no trump putter's going to be happy on this hand.
It
5 card suit's a big deal. That's why.
it is a very just looking at the result on this board here, because a lot of teams are way ahead actually.
Well, look how I don't want to use the word lucky, but look how fortunate. If you knew the partner had the 10 of diamonds, you would go to 3-0. I think.
Right.
You don't know what the partner's diamonds are.
Might not be so happy with the club lead, but
Yeah.
Advantage of the precision diamond. You don't know what their minor is too. That's another reason why I wouldn't overcall the south hand. If it was a natural diamond, at least you got shortness and what rates to be there along suit. But here you're not sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's interesting. There's a lot of 3-nos on this hand for sure. So going low is no go on this board, actually. No,
Well, it's kind
no
of
pun
flipping from
intended.
board one. Board one, they bid a game that wasn't bid at the other table, and
Yep.
now it's flipped.
Yep, exactly. And they're going to chop action also just because it's white, right?
Hmm.
So back to square one, basically, after two boards. But we're at a good table. I think we're going to be a little behind the other tables, so I like that. I like to get that little sweat, as everyone knows who's watched like the first day of this tournament.
Well, also because you can say what happened at the other table, so we're
Exactly.
behind. Yeah.
It's like that instant tournament result that you want. And both of you, I'm going to keep kind of a track of the score at the other tables, but feel free, and for those of you watching at home, if you want to take a look at other stuff, you can click on our broadcast and then be watching other tables as well. So hop on to Lovebridge for that. And while I say that, let's make sure you guys have that link. So disappointed is what Rodwell's feeling right now, right? As he's just saying, oh my gosh, 9 tricks.
We're late for the club.
Okay. All right, and there's that result posted that we see 3-0 Trump 400 for the other table. I mean, I guess you can't feel like terrible when it's a white game like this, but
No, and you know, look, if Bob had led a club, I mean, he wouldn't because he has that heart suit. It could have been a wholly different story
sure.
because sometimes it's really random.
Yeah.
Frequently, it's really random.
Especially on this auction, it's hard to resist King 10 9 fifth of hearts for 10
Or
8
say,
third of clubs.
of course.
You know, it's just like that's when you look at the way the cards were positioned. Was it vertical or so? Nothing the defense is going to really do here.
Somebody once asked me when I was kind of learning, when the opponents are in an invitational sequence to no Trump, would you rather they pass 2-0 or bid 3-0? And would you and I think we all would rather they pass 2-0 because we don't like to defend 3-0. I mean, that's really true if you think about it.
100% pass.
And so therefore, on a lot of these close hands, maybe you bid 3-0 because I mean, for the reverse reason. It's just sometimes it's not so easy to defend 3-0 or things don't work out well.
Next board, we have some stuff we're gonna look at.
Robert,
fact,
out
here
of
it
curiosity,
Yeah,
How,
go.
how many pairs bid 3-0?
It was
Approximately.
almost the entire field, to be honest. The last time I
Yeah,
I
okay.
looked at it, but let me give you the update. I think this may be one of the few tables that stayed in 2 now, and that was for board 2. Bingo. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 pairs out of 3 no. One of those was 3 clubs doubled in the north making, which was an odd result. But the rest was just 3 no players, basically. One team got to 4 no, and that was not good for them. But that sounds like
Right.
a little confusion.
Sounds that way.
I said, take a look at this. 3 diamonds. Eric has this hand.
Vol against not. Do you double?
He's doubling.
You double or bid 3 hearts. Double seems like it brings everything in. When
Yeah, I
South is
mean,
gonna bid 4 diamonds though, right? Or do something maybe.
yeah. But I think even if you don't count points on this hand, that well, you do count points, but the shorthand has to take action as a general rule.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I've heard that a few times, and there it is. I mean, you can't necessarily draw up a better double than that, except having a 5 card club suit instead.
Yeah.
And now, what's Bob's choice? Bob has a nice hand. He has a lot of defense, right? Okay, he just passes. So do you bid some clubs here? Or? Oh, and one of you might have a little bit of speaker coming through. Just try to keep that to a minimum if you can.
I have no idea how to do that. Is it me?
I don't know.
So what do you guys bid with Doug's hand? I mean, partner,
Right. Do you think about maybe offering spades, or you just bid 4 clubs and say
I would
that's where
not
I'm
offer
at?
spades,
Oh, okay, good.
but 5 clubs is a consideration.
Yeah. King of Hearts can't necessarily be terrible from his perspective, right? Like that's knows
It's
partner
good, and you have
shorthands.
length, and if Bob had bid 4 diamonds, you would definitely bid 5 clubs.
5 clubs and a diamond lead's not so bad.
Not at all.
Mm.
I
And
mean, ball against
that seems
nod,
like
partner.
automatic, right? Neil would never choose to do anything but ace of diamonds here, right?
Yeah, and
So at
I'm
the
a
other
believer,
table, they played just 4 clubs, as you see the result popping in there.
right?
So Doug can gain here for his team if he decides to bid a game.
I chose pass. Yeah.
Passes. Whoa. That I didn't necessarily predict. That's
It's not my choice.
Bob's got to be just jumping up and down inside right here, even though he
Oh
probably
my
has no
God.
emotion.
I have to tell
This is
you
just
why I think it's right to bid 5 clubs. Because you're vol against nod, and you were taught as a kid coming up that you bid close vulnerable games at imps. That's why I think it's right to bid 5 clubs. But right or wrong, I mean,
Yeah.
what would you guys do?
I
What would you
mean,
do, Corey?
every single point is working for that hand, right? Right, Corey?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly you.
Yeah, it
And
can't be much better.
this is a big, a big win for Bob, just not bidding, right? Just letting this go and saying, okay, good luck. He's just gonna make 9 tricks here, right? There's no chance. He's gonna lose 3 hearts a club, and that's it, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Easy bridge game. So Paul, this is face to face and online. So here in Chicago, there are 2 players per room. And have you guys played in this sort of event before, where you're just 2 tablets in a room? Jill, have you done this before?
Yeah. Yeah.
And is it? And we've talked about this. A lot of people are loving it
I do.
because
I
of a
do
lot of
love it.
different reasons. And Dana and Mitch, in 2 separate sessions yesterday, talked specifically about the social aspect of it and meeting people that they wouldn't necessarily talk to a lot and getting
Yeah.
to know them. Like it's an interesting psychological experiment along with a really good bridge
Yeah.
solution.
What-
But
There's the other thing I like about it. The social is very nice, particularly if you like the person you're with.
yeah,
The other thing is there's like no psychological vibe. There's no vibe coming from the opponents about there's just no energy there. And
yeah,
I like that.
yeah, for sure. That's cool.
You can't see somebody getting annoyed or,
It's just so weird to see this line of hotel rooms that's like just partnerships. All right, this is you two. This is it's but
Cool.
it's the way to keep bridge safe. Look at this. This is a weird hand. Everyone is looking at almost the same values except for East. I guess Neil has a pretty decent hand. Has his precision 2 clubs.
are you a 2 spade bidder with this hand? Vulnerable? I am not.
I'm
It's
not.
a rough one. Yeah, there he goes.
Suit's too bad. It's dangerous.
Yeah,
Maybe going
I mean, if
hard
I
to
became, yeah, just You have no marriage cards basically in there. Yeah, your suit's terrible.
Queen in one club.
Just gonna play 2 clubs probably, right? There you go. And the other table is playing 2 spades in the south after an overcall of 1 spade over a 1 club opening. So there's the difference in system, right? Greg Hinsey opening just 1 club and making it a pretty automatic 1 spade overcall, but 2 clubs preempts the north hand out of it reasonably
2
effectively.
spades rates. Yeah, 2 spades is 2 spades rates to make. It's gonna make.
Yeah, this will be a little bit of a swing a doodle. House 3 clubs.
Yeah, I think
you
make exactly 2 clubs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Be like 90-110 here.
2, 3. Yeah.
So because
2
of
clubs.
that big
2
result,
spades
the match
making.
is a little bit further apart. 37 for Hammond here. And this is the day that matters, folks. This is the day we decide who gets to the quarterfinals.
Wait a second. You have to lose 2 spades, 2 hearts, and a club. Yeah.
One. That's it.
Yeah.
And a club. 2 spades, 2 hearts, and a club.
Club. Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to just take a look at our score sheet here while we're watching this hand. The top teams are putting a little bit of distance between them, but Leibowitz Hahn is still a reasonably close match. If this gets a little distant, maybe we'll hop over there at some point. But this is just a fun. The cool thing about not only this software but this event is we get to see 2 different systems get played. Especially this table is going to see a good representation of both systems. So. And Jill, you're playing in the you're playing the
Women's.
mixed and the women's. Got it.
No.
So you'll be
you
in
know,
Schaumburg at some point, right? Reasonably soon.
yeah, I can only play one event. I still work.
Gotcha.
This hand shows the effectiveness of the 2 level bids that are medium range, like 11 to 15, where you get to show your long suit right away. If it goes a club, North can just bid a spade. It's
Yep.
easy for them to find their fit. But here
And-
it's just 2 different.
And now East-West can't compete really past where they found themselves here. So it's going to be a system win, as you might call it, right?
It's good for them
Okay.
after their system loss of 2 no trump.
Right. So 2 spades. And that's 5 for Simpson. So let's get let's
The
get it
other
closer.
problem about overcalling 2 spades is you partner's going to raise you.
Yeah.
So then you're going to
Yeah,
get
if you're right, you're wrong.
Now you're playing 3 spades with that bag of hammers.
Yeah.
You might get hit too.
Yeah. All right. So
Oh,
what is that? That's a 13 count up there. So just a normal 1 diamond. Probably just play a no trump on this hand. Can't see too much happening behind that, right?
Even though East West do make 2 clubs.
Oh, he acted.
Wow.
Interesting.
An aggressive double.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, he likes his
All his
12.
values are in suits, right?
Yeah. The other table,
says
it did
two.
in fact go a diamond, a heart, and no
Oh, no,
trump,
they're in
all
his-
swish. So,
Yeah.
so this is certainly going to be a different result, and they're going to find a nice club fit, right? Unless he bids a no trump.
He's gonna bet 2 clubs. Might bet 3 clubs. I would go
That's what
down.
I'm saying. You might bid three clubs.
Yeah, someone's talking in the chat that the Han match that Zhang was born in 2010. He is playing a U.S. team trials. 14,
Wow,
14 years old.
that's
Playing
amazing.
playing with his dad. I think it's a father son pair if I
That's
remember.
fantastic. See, he
I
did
love
bid
it.
Yep.
three clubs.
Yep, there it is.
The value bid down one. I get rid of the spade. Yeah, 2 hearts and 2 clubs. Oh no, he can just lose what? 2 clubs and 2 hearts. No, he still loses the other.
Doesn't
So
he have to lose a spade? A heart, two hearts, a spade.
he can pitch a spade.
Oh,
He can
right.
Yeah,
You
pitch a
can do
spade.
that
So if he
right
exactly.
plays a
away.
heart to the
Right. He will
king,
make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he might make it. If he plays a heart to the king and then is able to, they don't pull trumps fast enough, he can rough the heart and it
Diamond
gets
lead.
over to their natural trump trick. So he's some play.
And actually, there's a lot of play. He loses two clubs. Well, he might have to lose three hearts,
They then
though.
have to they're going to have to get the clubs going real fast.
This is this is another potential swing for Simpson here. If he makes 3 clubs, they're in a one no trump in the other table in north south, which I thought could make. But
There could be a potential over off in diamonds too, promoting the trump trick back for them, right? So he's got to be really cautious.
actually, one no trump isn't close to a sold process either. I don't know if they can make one no trump in the north.
See, the best lead for them would be what? Spade,
Yeah,
3. Very tough to get back there if they knock out the clubs.
and that's a appears from
That's the entry.
what they're
So
doing
you're
at
not
the other
going to get back
tables.
to the 4 spade before they get the club set up. So you'll get 3 clubs and a heart for 4, spade, and yeah, they'll make no trump. No trump will make.
They're in the process of going down at the other table.
Who's in the process of going down?
North South Eddie and Conroe.
What are they in?
They're in one no.
Oh,
In fact, they
North south or east west.
north
Yeah,
south north south and east west has
Yeah, no, east west makes no trump, not north south.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. North south is in no trump, and they're gonna go down at least one, maybe 2. Ouch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They should take 8 tricks. Yeah, it should go down 2.
So he's just looking at what's first here. What is first? What do you think?
I think he's got to play diamond to the ace and play a heart. I think that's the only way he makes it legit, right? And then heart out. Then they attack the spade,
And then
and
he
now he
has
can
to
pitch
shake
the
a spade, and
pick it.
yeah,
But they can still get their trick back by roughing, playing a diamond back, and getting the trump promotion. So he should be down one. This is a pretty nice website, Love Bridge. I haven't really spent
very
much time on
nice.
it.
it's great. I mean, honestly, a lot of different sites I might have to crop out a bunch of stuff. This is essentially what we're looking at, right? It's great. And you can, yeah, if you want to boggle the minds, you can put like 4 tables at a time up, but that's probably for for your own benefit, not for this. It gets too confusing.
It
Yeah, then you
does.
just put it on the 70-inch TV. You know?
Yeah, there you go. If you have a big TV, you can handle a lot of bridge. But it's really the ability to just see their system live is really terrific. You know, that's
That is nice.
You can be sure Eric's going through every possible thought on what to do here.
I guess he can set up heart tricks,
Hmm.
pull trump and try to set up heart tricks naturally. Heart to the 9.
if he just wants to lose 2 hard tricks and elope with the rest, you mean? Just two hearts, two clubs,
Three
and that's
diamonds,
it.
one spade, three clubs, and just try to see if you can get two heart tricks with North having some honor combination that's favorable for him, or some spot combination that's favorable for him. Like if North had like honor 10 double, 10 heart,
Yeah.
that would be really good for him. Even the nine, the seven might be good for him, but he might be thinking about that because the other line does have the potential over up, but he's got to figure out shape, right?
Hmm.
So you got to look at the five of diamonds and see if that side's going to over rough or if diamonds are split. But he's got to figure they're not split when he's playing two diamonds. They would just be two diamonds over him, right? If they're 4-4.
Right. Right.
So like 5-3. What happened there? Oh, that's your screen. Got it.
It's weird. You think this might be like occasionally the play slows down, but I think we're at one of the slower tables, so we're not going to have to worry about it. But if we were at like another quicker table, the software will pause. But then if play speeds up, they'll kind of speed forward as well. So, but this is just there he goes, low club. Looks like he's going to try to do what you said, Corey. Build heart tricks.
I lost the screen. I wonder what happened.
Uh, which one? But
Your screen. I just have the pictures in the right corner.
oh, okay. I'm just still sharing it with you, Jill. Can you still see the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, I'll figure it out on my end.
I think you
So it's
might have minimized it. All right. So now Bob is just gonna return a spade. There you go. So now he's gonna have to rise ace and cash both diamonds, right? Pitching a spade. Then he can play club to the ace and just start banging away hearts, right? Corey, you back on, bud?
I'm not seeing it yet. I'm gonna try. I might just log out and log back in.
That's fine too.
They did make a no trump.
Did they really make a no Trump? Oh,
Says
did I misread the? Oh, you it, on board five. Yeah, yeah, on my screen it said one no Trump in the north. They did make it. Wow, they were literally destined to go down two. So someone must have slipped up on the defense side. They had their clubs pretty much established with an entry. It looked like. So this will be a nice swing if he can get it done. And it looks like he's gonna get this done, right? He can draw around a Trump and just start banging away on hearts and Corey, if you want, I can try to share again in a second. I can't hear you, but you're on mute.
I got it back on
Oh,
once I
magic, magic.
started it back up. But he can't play another round of Trump earlier because then North would be able to pull the third Trump. And he
I
wouldn't be
see,
able
I
to.
see. Yeah, so he is. Well, now he has this.
There he goes.
And now they can't communicate when they play a heart here. Just gonna get to.
Yep, he broke the communication and made it.
Wow,
That was the kid to play it
nicely
exactly
done.
that way.
All right. So that's a swing to the Simpson team. That's
So what did North play when he was in with the Ace of Hearts? I didn't see that. I don't know how to go back
he
on it.
played a heart. I
So that was
think.
a mistake.
Yeah,
He
I
needed
think
to.
he didn't. Is that right, Jill? He just won Ace of Hearts and fired a heart, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, he's
there it
to
is.
duck the
Five
heart.
imps.
Yeah, he's got to play a diamond when he's in.
All right, here we go. Interesting. Well, no trump is the norm, but what's their range? Do they play a normal range, 14 to 16 here with this Meckwell type system, or is it more? Okay, there we go.
I
There's our
think it
answer.
is. I
14
don't
to
think they play
16.
weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they play weak at all.
Are you a non-vulnerable bidder with that hand? Six.
I am.
I
You
am.
you have. Yeah, there it
Sure.
is.
Bob is.
There it is. And now West has. What's their system? How do they show
But
this hand?
yeah, it goes to show why it's important to have system in these
Yeah.
situations with this good hand.
They should have adequate system here.
It would make sense to just
So
kind of
I'm
play.
sure they do, but it goes to, you sit there and you learn your notes and it never comes up. And then when it comes up, you need the notes, right? I mean, you
Yep.
need to have system. Yeah.
You need the system here. Absolutely.
It's super
Yeah.
important on this
Even though
hand,
you sit
especially.
there, you read your notes, it never, you think this will rarely come up, but it does come up sometimes.
So for like the garden variety advancing player out there that's watching, I teach in this spot just kind of play your systems on for the most part. You can do most of your stuff that you need to, but these guys I'm sure have like 6 pages on this sequence, so we'll see what they come up with.
Yeah, they probably play like doubles, take out, and three diamonds is transfer. Three hearts is transfer, and three spades is diamonds. And then they
Four
can
clubs is both
both
majors.
majors. So
Yeah.
he's probably going to bid four clubs.
He's got such a nice hand too. I mean, there's a lot of question as to
Well, he's probably going to advance it if that
for sure,
bid four clubs and then over a four spade bid again.
and that's the thing.
Well, even if you don't, even if you've never discussed on this particular hand, you have an easy four club bid.
Yeah. Over four clubs, partner bids four diamonds. That makes it more difficult. For four clubs, you get a four spade bid.
Well, they
You might
might,
just drive.
and then they probably have like different key card sequences for both suits. Maybe I don't know. Okay, there's our four club bid. So would they typically have some sort of step response here for kind of differing types of hands in these situations?
Well, did
Not much
he
room.
alert what he didn't alert what four clubs was,
He did.
so
He did not self-explain. I guess because from what you guys are saying, this is probably something that's
not alertable.
not necessarily need. Well, it's a qubit also, so I guess they don't have to explain it.
Right.
It would be nice though if they thought about the viewers in this spot. I'm just saying. We'll talk to them. Jill, if you're in there, you know.
I think in this situation, despite the fact that it's a cue, it's a courtesy if you have an understanding what the cue means. I just
Yeah. So
feel
let's
like
see.
it's
Let's see if he gives us what four diamonds might be. I mean, he has a really nice hand for. He has nice cards in the
Max
majors.
five
Let's put
card
it that
suit.
way.
He's a maximum five card suit. He can't have a better hand for this.
Yeah, he has King Queen third and Ace Doubleton in partners majors too. That's like okay.
But even if it's like a last train bid, what suit? It's hard. That makes it harder.
Yeah.
yeah, but I think most people would play double of three clubs as takeout. So therefore, four clubs is either a one suitor in something or it's both majors and not and likely to be 5-5. But that's just because I'm looking at all the hands.
And
So
you're right. Yeah. Exactly.
no, but just think about it. Logically, most people would play double of three clubs is takeout. So you're not 4-4 here.
Right. You have to play double as takeout.
So now, yeah, there we go.
So they must have some understanding
They
about what this all means. Yeah.
exactly. They kind of know what they said because four hearts seemed like you didn't think that could be passable. Let's put it that way.
Right.
For with this end.
Exactly.
Three club bid is pretty important. Without it, it would be pretty easy for West to show a good
No
5-5.
kidding.
You know, they would have no problem bidding a slam.
And the other room did bid the slam, as
He
we can see.
passed. Yeah, that's a big
Whoa,
pickup.
Yeah.
whoa. And I will tell you that at the other table, it did go something similar, except it was one no, three clubs, three hearts, which was alerted as invite five plus spades. So probably invite or better,
Yeah.
and
I know
exactly
it.
four spades by East, and then key card they bid six spades. Interesting.
So they were going to show the invite, and if partner turned it down, bid four hearts.
Yeah, and here they got to know that partner had a good hand, and certainly they did for spades here. So
That was the key, finding out that
yeah,
your partner played spades.
yeah, and now you're like, oh well, you like that, and I have this hand in the West chair. Thank you. That's interesting. Well, I mean, I think the moral of the story for anybody watching is bid three clubs. Be be when
Yeah,
you're not vulnerable, even if it looks like you wouldn't necessarily want to act. That's what it
yeah,
gets you. It gets you these really juicy, chewing up space
yeah.
bids.
Hey, Bob, how do you see the score sheet? I'm pushing scorecard, but it's
Yeah, because you're just on my screen, but I can
well, because it's I don't think they've had any push boards.
I was just gonna say that actually. I think they've actually scored on everything, and there it is:
Every single board,
7, 6, 12, 5, 5. So we're watching the right match for sure, and this is
for
this is about
sure.
to be another swing. So
That's going to be 13, I think, or it's
yeah,
only going to be 12.
they're gonna they're flying around. Imps are just getting thrown around. It's nice. And finally, a super interesting hand as far as slams are concerned. And there it is, easy to play. Another disappointed situation, and Hammond pulls out to a bigger lead.
Now, Bob and Neil, the other table is going to think it's just a push board. So the other table is going to be very surprised when they lose or
When they
win
gain 13 or
13
something.
M's.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This looks like that looked like a flat board.
And don't
And
forget,
another thing to consider on that as the West hand is when they preempt three clubs, your partner is less likely to have club cards and more likely to have cards in the other suit. So it seems like it would be worth it to take another call.
yeah. So this one is kind of fun. And this is when you can overcall at the two level with an 11 count when you have ace queen jack six. Right? You do not overcall with an 11 count and a five card suit with a balanced shape. It's just
Exactly.
not good enough. But here, that's the time, right?
Exactly.
I quantified a set of rules for people for 2/1 overcalls
Yeah.
to struggle with it, where it's 10 to 17. If you have 10 to 13, you've got a six card suit. If you have 14 to 17 with the five card suit, you couldn't make a takeout double. You couldn't overcall no trump, and your suit's good enough to play opposite of singleton.
That's a good
That's good.
lesson.
Yeah.
It
I
works
like it.
really
I'm
well.
going to write that down in my notes. No,
Corey,
I agree. I was just joking, Corey.
No,
It's a good guideline.
no, it's
well, I
great.
was
And
always saying a good suit or a good hand, and then I like quantified it one day, and it just was people could it's easier to follow.
well, everyone loves rules too. It's helpful to kind of have that bracket around it, right? This is kind of what you do here, and you maybe add some vulnerability discussion. That's great.
Especially with so many people following the five and dime rule for
Well,
two
this is,
That's
overcalls.
that's the death of overcalling right there. Whoever
oh,
did the five and dime thing. Whoa,
yeah, this is like not happy.
interesting.
Whoa, that can't be right. North did pass two spades.
Well, North,
Oh no, he opened a spade. I'm sorry.
yeah, North just kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, that seems like a reasonable evaluation to bid two hearts there in competition, right? I mean, it's a little,
Yeah.
but now I guess two spades is just their minimum, I suppose, in this case. Bob didn't want to bid anything else. At,
No entry to the King Queen of Hearts.
and if you look at the at the other table, it was three hearts in the North down three. So I guess
Well, you know what? This hand is doomed, whatever
Oh
you're
God,
playing in.
because it's such a wacky
I
shape.
mean,
Hearts
I'm
just says.
wondering if, yeah, I wonder if anybody's doubled at any of the other tables.
I can tell you.
Anything.
Let's take a look.
You just have to be happy not to be doubled here.
Yeah,
Seriously, you know?
yeah, totally. Let's get to the let's get to our frequency here. It's weird. I don't, or I can't find the frequency for this particular one. Give me a second.
Maybe look at live scores and see if you see anything interesting.
No, no. I
Because I
usually
think
can.
this is what,
I can usually just jump right to. Oh no, there it is. I just had to refresh my screen here. So, two diamonds doubled is the only contract that got hit from West, and they went for 800. But pretty much everyone's just getting into trouble in hearts,
yeah.
and some spade contracts as well, but very few of those. Most people are in two or three hearts, just getting run around.
Well, it looks like Bob's going to go. I think Bob's going to take five tricks.
That's probably the average score, to be fair.
Yeah, so it's going to be a push.
There's so many plus 300s for East West on
Yeah,
this board. It's amazing. It's just one of those disaster hands.
yeah.
I think
What's
these hands are just meant to give you psychological issues. You know, it's just slip in a contract you have no possible hope, no matter who plays it. Enjoy.
Well, the psychological issue should really be for East West for not being able to double because I'd be afraid of my teammates being doubled at the other table.
Yeah, only one pair
Yeah.
got doubled so far, and it was a West two diamond bidder.
Yeah. It's very
That's
hard to double though. They have stiff eight. I mean, you just cross-roughing this hand away.
we are about halfway through the set.
Hmm.
And I've been polling kind of everybody I talked to this week in this event, and my question is, what days do you think the best bridge gets played at these events or at nationals? Like where's that span of just your best bridge play? Is it like day 3 to 5, or like, because it's just the longer you go, the harder it gets to be amazing.
It's the earlier portion for sure.
But it's not day one, right? Or maybe it is if you've been playing a lot of bridge prior to that. But it feels like,
Right.
you
You got to
know,
warm up.
a couple days in,
For
you're like,
me, yeah.
whoa.
For me, it's the weekends
Oh, really? Interesting.
because I work. I work at the national. I mean, like,
Obviously, got it.
so it's more relaxing for me.
Yeah.
But I agree with you in like in world championships and everything. I think sometimes the first day because sometimes you need to get into the rhythm. So I think the second day. I
Yeah.
think the first day is not always your best.
Yeah. It feels like it's not. I mean, it's just that you're not ensconced in the event yet. I guess
Yeah,
it feels.
you're busy social. I don't know.
Yeah. And easing into where you are, new hotel room. Or if you're in Schwamberg, probably a very familiar hotel room because this has been the site of the.
Yeah.
All right, 5 total tricks, as you said. There it is. No swing, minus 300. Thank you. The other table is having a spirited auction on board 8, and I guess you might be able to see why when this hand pops up.
Who's the dealer?
North is 6-5 in diamonds and spades.
Wow.
Dealer.
North South actually have a massive diamond fit and can make some number of diamonds.
Make four.
Looks like
Unless,
two
well,
spades
Forehand.
and a diamond. So some sort of diamond here by Eric, right? For their precision system, you can't open a club. It's going to show 16 plus. Okay, 2 diamonds. So sort of mini Roman type thing. Diamond shortness, basically.
Yeah, 4-4-4-1 or 4-3-5-1.
In fact, what am I talking about? There it is. 11 to 15, 3-suiter with 1 or 0. So Doug now knows they could have a heart fit. They definitely have a club fit. Might he
North's hand is. I'm sorry, Rob.
No, go, Jill, please.
I was going to say North hand is a really good example of why it's great to be able to play opening bid showing 2 suits. You just get it off your chest.
I noticed that when I was looking at a lot of the systems for the World Championships that there's a lot of those bids out there that are 2-suit capable preamps. That's pretty amazing.
I love them.
Do you think he's going to consider bidding 2 hearts and just trying to buy it here? Or, I mean, obviously Neil's going to do something.
I think he's going to bid 3 clubs.
Yeah, if he's known singleton diamond, he's going to get the clubs.
Yeah.
Got it. So he's just going to make sure.
Safest part score.
Also, it keeps them out a bit, It raises the level a little higher.
L says that he thinks that if Chambers does not bid, Rodwell will just... Oh, there we go.
Bob.
3 clubs. Whatever. He didn't. And now...
I think Neil's going to do something. I think Neil's going to bid 3 diamonds.
3 diamonds, yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to bid 3 spades for sure.
And there's no real good way to show 2 suits at this point, so...
Well, the other shit's probably splitting badly, right? I mean, odds are it's 4 on his left. It doesn't have to. It could be 3.
Yeah. The other thing is there's a little bit of an implication when he bids 3 diamonds now that he has a second suit because he didn't open it. I don't know what they played 2 diamonds is, but he didn't open. So.
Yeah, to be stepping in here at this point.
Yeah.
He's got to wonder why he might not have opened 2 diamonds or something.
Yeah, Bob knows that.
Oh, maybe it's Flannery, though.
Clubs, right?
I think maybe...
Yeah, I said, if it's Bob, it is Flannery.
I think it is Flannery. Yeah, that's what Al's saying in the chat also. Thanks, Al.
Yeah, right. He does. I said, unless it's something else, it's 2 diamonds. Yeah. But I don't think Neil's going to sit for this.
And Doug has just a pretty damn good hand. Opposite partners, known shape. Competing to the 4 level.
I'd be really surprised if Neil passed.
As we can see that the result that the other tables posted, they were also in 4 diamonds. Which seems like that's where they're going to end up here. What do you think?
I would hope so. I mean, he almost rates to have spades and diamonds, Neil, because it feels that way anyway.
Well, now he knows his partner has some reasonable values, so yeah, there we go.
I think Bob would leave it alone with the wasted king clubs.
And especially from what Jill was saying earlier, like he's got to smell some sort of like, why is this auction existing? Like, oh wow, there it is. All right, I guess.
I mean, put the spade on the other side.
That's
swap
down
the,
1.
Ace of spades, the west hand, and it's making, right?
Sure.
So.
He does have a pretty amazing hand.
We're going to have the ace jack 6 the diamonds instead of the queen 10. It's hard for Bob.
Honestly, yeah, take the king of spades away and make it the ace of diamonds. Take the jack.
Make the king of spades the ace of spades.
Yeah, all good things. I mean, you can't really fault anybody on this auction, right, guys? This is
no. It's another winner for the precision two bids, right?
Yeah, right. Well, no,
Two
Jill,
club,
from what
one
you're saying,
washer.
if you had a way to show a two suited preempt, this would be a little bit easier for North to kind of, okay, here's my hand as my opening bid, and
Right?
thank
Well,
you.
but look, he would open two spades, showing spades in a minor, probably.
Yeah,
And now what's Eric supposed to do? He can't just overcall three clubs on this hand.
right.
He's got those spades. So Bob would, I don't know what Bob would do, but whatever.
Yep.
This is not a bad game. You're on a spade finesse, basically.
That's what Corey was just saying. Yeah, I mean, you
Not
put
bad at all.
yeah.
And it could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the other table, they were praying for exactly this hand. They're praying for ace
Part
queen
of
of
it
spades
four
offside.
diamonds, right? I mean, North bit four diamonds after passing and bidding three diamonds, so he knows he's got real good shape. So
There we go. Too bad. All right, that's 5 for Simpson. Getting back a few. And well, I let's play a game, guys. Guess what they're in at the other table.
Well, give me a second.
Take your time. That is plenty of
I have to
time.
see. All right.
okay.
Let's see.
Just look at the guess what they're in at the other table. I wish I had some theme music for this.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would open a club, pass, a heart, two diamonds,
Hmm.
responsive to support double,
Some diamonds.
um, two hearts. It's not going to be two hearts.
No, at least would be bidding three diamonds over that at least, right?
Yeah, three. Yeah, that's true. So,
No, and then they might be competing to four diamonds or something. Three diamonds. Three diamonds would be pretty normal. Five diamonds would be a.
I can't guess.
I would take
I can't
three
guess. Is
diamonds.
somebody in three? No, no, they can't be in three. No, can they?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 clubs doubled.
Oh
They
wow.
West tried to play 3-0 at some point. North bid 4 clubs and South kicked it in. I think they probably just were not expecting something, and it went rip all pass, and that's what they're currently playing. This has been an episode of Guess What They're Playing. It says Doug Simpson's called the director. So I guess we'll get some
They're
understanding
going to
of
make
what's
it.
going on
They're
there.
going to make it.
They did.
They're going to make one less, huh?
They made 11 tricks in the other room. 5
Yeah.
clubs
Wow.
doubled. In fact, you'll see the result should post. There it is, 550.
Wow.
So one club is maybe 4-4-3-2. We know it's not. One diamond is. This was the auction, and then it was a director call at this table, so we might have to wait a bit. But yeah, at the other table, it basically went as you started, Jill. It went a club, pass a heart, 2 diamonds double, 3 diamonds. And then West ended up bidding 3-0 at some point, and then it went 4 clubs, 5 clubs double, all float, 11 rippers. Tournament director recalled the last bid. So that looks like it was a misclick. I guess we can see that because we know West would not have passed. Okay.
The void's a big deal.
Jill, you can probably help with that. What's the rule when you're playing with tablets in this environment where you're just 2 per room when you have misclicked / you want a mechanical thing?
You can call the director. Um,
Does that halt play on all the tablets, basically?
no, just your room. The other room doesn't know anything that's going on. So it's only you and one other person. And if you immediately call, there's something you can push the director. I don't know what the time limit or anything like, but if you immediately call, they will let you pull it, make your
We've seen it a couple
warrant.
times, and we just
Yeah,
weren't sure how the mechanics of it worked
right.
because
I don't remember if you have to call the director before your opponent bids. I
got
don't remember what the rule is. It's been a year. So,
it. You'll find out next week.
yeah,
But and also it's still like a quote unquote tray system, right? You
it is.
you send your
Oh,
bids
yeah.
over, and then you get both back after some reasonable hesitation or something like that. They
Yeah.
build in some time.
Well, you have to push. I'm ready to. So It's a virtual tray system,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
So yeah.
So this is almost the exact same auction, except the one diamond response by Bob is the only difference here,
Yeah.
which is something that they're playing as far as showing the
Shows
meters
hearts,
here.
right?
Yeah.
Transfer response is still club.
Got it. Yeah. So at the other table, it was a more natural auction, but this is basically the same thing that's happened.
The rules for pulling the wrong card out is a lot more lenient than people think in live bridge. If you pull the wrong card out of the box, you're allowed to change it up until the point that your partner
Partner
bids.
bids, exactly. That's something a lot of people don't know that are the
So now
advancing
they're in
players.
three diamonds. This is going to be a big swing. They're going to lose three spades, a club, and a heart. But unless he leads a heart,
Oh well,
yep. Now he's going to make it.
yeah. And
Wow.
someone's asking who. Sorry if you can't see the names. We have Jill Myers with us and Corey Krantz. They are two just world class players and wonderful commentators. So, uh, welcome to both channels, Twitch and YouTube, guys. you're 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 already bridge famous, but now you have at least dozens of more followers. And folks, that if you are watching and you want to watch more of this, don't forget follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and you'll get to know when we're doing this again, which is pretty much every few hours for the next 2 weeks.
So the only push forward is going to be that three minus 300.
Yep, which
Yeah,
is amazing.
really amazing. Oh
Like
my God, he
said,
didn't play the Queen of Hearts.
oh, so he gave it back basically.
Yeah, well, he
No,
didn't give it back. We're still
you can still
losing
pitch the club on
a
it.
bunch of amps, huh?
W.
No, he could still play a heart to the queen later and
I
pitch
see. He
the
can
club on
pitch
it.
the slow club loser. Yeah,
Yeah.
Right. So
got
he was
it.
just delaying it,
He's
delaying
just
the
yeah. He's got the same decision. And one of our members is a member of the Hall of Fame as well, and that would also be Jill, just so you know. Someday, Corey, me and you will climb up.
Probably not Hall of Fame for me, but
Now he's going to try to pitch spade. Now, this was a weird play
What did
that
he
he
do
played a
here?
club here. Now he just
Now
plays
he's just
three.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 spades and a heart. See you later.
pretty bizarre.
Still 11 imps.
Yeah, but that's
Whereas it could have
was
been
interesting.
660. It could have been 12 imps.
They're kind of interesting. He decided not to take any finesse when he could have shaken it twice.
Yep. Yeah, this is the hand. The couple of exciting hands, but the action at these tables is pretty exciting. Like Jill
Yeah.
said, the only one tied result, and it's a hand where both north-south pairs went down 3 in a contract. In different contracts, though, Jill. I think, right?
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
was in hearts, one was in spades.
Yeah.
Welcome to bridge. Corey, how's that tennis game? Still playing?
It's been on hold right now, but looking forward to playing some this summer.
We have to play then. I need to catch you on the downside.
Have you been playing any pickleball?
I played a little bit at the start of the craze, but I like it, but I like tennis more. So I feel like it messes with my tennis game. But you know
I
who's
prefer tennis.
Sandra Rimstead and her husband are like massive pickleball players. They love it. So I'm scared to play against them. And the Rimstead brothers also are pretty intimidating on any sport court.
I imagine actually long arms.
All right, so 5 boards after this one, or sorry, 6 boards after this one. We still have to play 10. And I'm gonna take a little sweat of the scoreboard here and see what we might see here. The closest match is at the moment 13 imps, and that is the Han Leibowitz match. So maybe
Well, that match has really been flat, huh? This
yeah.
set.
In fact, at 9-8, it's the flattest one I've seen so far. In fact, most of the matches are relatively wild.
Really?
Honestly, Bramley total even more than us, 74 imps flying around, most for Bramley.
And who's
59
Bramley playing? Who's playing?
Shearson.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, they had a couple of their pairs at the top of the Butler. Both Olivia had two. She played with two different partners and was near the top of the Butler in both. So I thought that was pretty impressive.
Where do you see the butler?
I can show it to you actually. Give me a second here, actually. So
Olivia is a terrific player. She is going to be a star one day. I mean, she's 18
completely
or
agree.
19. She's just terrific.
You see that on my screen, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
I can't show it to the audience just yet, but yeah, before this set. In fact,
Yeah.
I created it over there. Sorry, guys, but there it is. So yeah, she was sixth and somewhere else, somewhere near here. Maybe she dropped a little bit, but whatever. I mean, that's just awesome. And then you have Finn Kolesnik here. He's like the old guard now compared to the 14-year-old and so.
Plays crawl to a halt.
Yeah. This Now the clock's still running. So if you notice in the upper right-hand corner, guys, and if you're watching at home, you can see the round clock, and that just keeps running. You can tell when there's a delay. There'll be a little box there saying we've delayed some stuff. We have viewers from New Zealand watching. Welcome. Kiwis. What time is it over there? I'm not sure what's happening here. In fact, I think I'm going to just click on a refresh button and just make sure it's not our end. No, they're still just paused at this point.
It's kind of
It's
weird.
weird.
It's possible someone had a bathroom break or something, but usually we'd see
Yeah,
a
but why
director
would
call.
he be why is he leading a spade from? Who's leading the spade from? Dummy?
Apparently, yeah, the dummy
It's
has
not
led a spade.
It's weird. Oh well.
And they know a lot of the shape. They know that Doug's got one heart and three diamonds left, right? So he has to have
Yeah.
three spades. So if he's got queen third, it doesn't make a difference. If he's got jack third, it doesn't make a difference. He's got queen jack third, doesn't make a difference. Nothing makes a difference.
There he is. He's got it now. He's probably shocked that the play went this way, though. He can't
That's
figure
probably
out.
what's going on. He didn't understand.
Why didn't he lead a heart to the queen? What's going on here? Yeah.
Right. He probably thinks his partner's another heart or something. Something. He knows something wrong. That's true.
So South Africa making an appearance as well. 4:45 a.m. in New Zealand watching bridge. I love you. Thank you for watching bridge.
Yeah.
Well, good morning and have your coffee and enjoy some bridge with us. We have 6 boards left at this table. Legends at the table: Bob Hammond, Eric Rodwell, 10 imps for Simpson, grinding back up. So now the match becomes a little closer. And the other room, 3-no Trump making on this board. And the other room's just about a board ahead, so this is good stuff right here. What does West bid when it gets to them is the question after it goes. Well, sorry, it's going to go a heart to their right, so I guess their bid's made for them. So, Corey, I think you're sticking around for another session this morning, right?
Yeah.
And Jill, I'm going to see you again soon, I think, also. Is that right? Or if not, where? I'll take any time I can.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so this is going to be some sort of game for us of 2 diamonds. And 3-no looks like a pretty decent destination for these cards.
Yeah.
How do you guys play this? Do you play kind of the European style where 2 hearts is just your minimum, which appears what Bob is doing here? Or do you play that when you rebid a suit, it's 6?
I play it just first of all, I don't think that's European. I learned that from when the day I learned to play bridge that you're you can't bid it at the 3 level without extras. So
Got it.
sometimes if you don't have the ability but you just have to rebid your suit.
Got it.
But the Europeans do play that if you do bid the suit, many of them, particularly I think the Scandinavians, bid 2-0 asking the nature of your bid. So if you do have 6, you have a way of showing good 6-card suit and a bad 6-card
So you
suit.
get a little bit of extra system on the end of it that clarifies.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, that I mean, it makes it a lot easier for a partner to evaluate when your 3 level bids are those extra values. However,
Right.
if I were as a teacher, I would say rebid your 6-card suits. It's just if you're making your most sound agreement at the beginning of your bridge journey, that's where I stand. But I totally get the advantages of that method for sure. Corey, same thing
Yeah.
for you, or
I generally play show 6 or a hand that's just unsuitable for no trump. 3
Got it.
level always shows extra power or extra shape.
Very
But
cool.
the differentiation of suit quality is pretty valuable actually. Because if you've got King Jack 9 6, the opposite nothing, or you Ace King Jack 10 6, that's a great suit to play. So
Right.
Got
But
it.
the thing is, and the I actually do play this. I mean, I learned to play this in the European 2-0 asking. You have a way of showing the quality of your suit at the 3
yeah.
level, so that your partner can judge what to do, which is, and if your suit's clubs, you actually, if it goes a major 2 clubs to a major at 2-0, if your suit's clubs, you have that extra step, so you can actually show a balanced, I mean, a maximum and a minimum with a good suit, whereas you lose that 1 step over diamonds. There's so much system out there.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I mean a lot of beginner players also get bogged down with bidding because it's just such a fun exercise. It's just really, especially if you just start getting into any sort of system, it is a lot
Yeah.
of fun to navigate. Another doubled contract coming up at the other table in the next hand, so the fireworks continue in this match.
After
Good
this,
match to choose. And they're pretty much, I think Hammond's lost a little bit of a couple of imps, but they're pretty close to where they were imps wise, right? When they
I
started?
think so. If I remember correctly, and I can, in fact, Jill, I can tell you probably
Like
right now.
31 or 2 or something.
Yeah, they're up there. It was right around this exact number exactly. In
I
fact,
think it was
I'll tell you right
31 or
now.
2.
it's 32 to 31 right now. Right?
Yep, amazing. 63 imps, 88 imps thrown around in the Bramley match. That's the only thing that can compare to what we're doing right now. Yeah. So Simpson's only picked up 1.
Yeah, so it is very close. I guess it was exactly 30 then, huh? Yeah.
Yep. The third set yesterday was pretty wild at a lot of tables as well. Like average of 80 or 75 imps per per match.
Yeah, a lot of imps.
As a player, I mean, I guess you can't control anything, but do you prefer do you prefer the flat sets where it sometimes seems like those are even harder to deal with because you're thinking about every tiny little detail as opposed to
Well, you
just
definitely want the flat set if you're up a lot in the last couple of, at
totally.
least the last set. But of course, sometimes you don't love the flat ones because you definitely don't want swing cards.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, well, yeah. Welcome from London, Australia. I mean, the U.S. In fact, we had Sartaj from Australia yesterday commentating in the final set, And there's a lot of reverence for the U.S. team trials all around the world. There's a lot of people watching. It's exciting. The best players in the U.S. are playing, which means that some of the best players in the world are playing. And with only one slot available for the World Championships, this is just one and done, basically. Bob has a nice major suit hand. Another shout out for being able to show two suits as a preemptor, but I don't know if you can show two majors. Doug has a no trump opener probably in their system, right? In fact, definitely 14 to 16. So it could go past a no trump here. No, two spades.
It's not letting them have any room.
It's hard not to act with this hand, right? It's just.
Where are we here? Yeah, two spades. It's hard not. Yeah. What's the doubled contract?
They were in. Sorry. I'll tell you in a second. Whoops. Wrong spot. One second. I'm in the wrong match completely. There we go. They're in four spades doubled in the south at the other table.
I can see where that might happen here too. I don't know. Although Bob's going to look at his hand and maybe decide to defend if they bid 3-0 because.
And he did. I mean,
yeah,
Rodball did,
because he's got spades with partner and. Yep, he did bid 4 spades.
Bingo. Now it's probably rip on his left after partner bid 3-0 and you have 3 aces.
Yeah. How many did they go? They went down.
They're in the process of playing it right now.
3, 4, 5. Down 5. Down
2.
Down
Right?
2.
2 hearts, a spade, a club.
Oh, he passed.
Yeah, it looks like they're probably going to go down 2. Does that mean?
Looks like down 2.
Is it? I was just going to say, is it possible they don't play doubled here? But yeah, this was just. This was probably just leaving Eric an option to do something else if he wanted to, guys.
Maybe he's got a void or he's got a good suit to run to.
Yeah, it seems like a forcing situation.
Yeah.
Well, is he going to try banging ace and a heart?
No,
he's
just
leading
a
a
low
trump.
spade.
Ace and heart doesn't gain anything on this one.
No, but I was just curious what do you think? Yeah.
Well, just remember, folks, this is the ace you can lead away from. It's the ace of trump.
Yep.
If you're watching out there. That's going to work out nice. Not that it was a massive difference either way. He probably wants to be in his hand anyway.
It's a good sacrifice, as it turns out, right? Reno makes.
With the club hook being onside?
Club hook's on side and the heart king's on side, and South has no entry to the spades.
Yep. Just
So,
one duck will do that.
Everything kind of works. Queen, 10, 8. Well, you do have problems
He
getting
is-
all the clubs, actually.
Right, he has king 9/4 up in the
You're not
north
actually.
hand. So.
Queen, 10. Yeah, they might.
Let
Clubs
me
might block. Clubs do block.
let's frequency check this one, see what they're doing at other tables.
This doesn't make. Yes.
3-0 made twice and went down twice at different tables.
Yeah.
So it was a reasonably common contract, actually. So
It's a battle on the diamond suit.
not a shoe-in. In fact, the only two tables that are playing 4 spades as of now that I can see are this match. Both are playing 4 spades doubled.
You can always make double dummy with the spade duck because you can always play a low diamond out, and then North has to play a diamond or a heart or
Got
a
it.
club.
Yeah.
But
One table made 5 and no trump.
these are hard. Yeah, they still make it. Still make it.
Yeah, in fact, some auctions it basically went. If South didn't act, it just went like 1-0, 3-0. It's very
Yeah,
common.
pass. 1-0, pass 3-0.
Yep.
And what's partner leading? They're not leading a spade.
It would be a tough one. I know I would know him if I saw him, but I'm not too familiar with the player Eddie's playing with, Conru.
No, that's Babu. Babu Conneru. He's a
Uh,
very, very fine player. You
that's
you know that name, Babu?
that's the name. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. So they went minus 500 at the other table, as you can see on the result here. So we'll see how deep they go. What are they on pace for here, guys? I haven't been looking at this.
Well, if he ducks it, if he wins it and plays another club, he roughs it, plays a heart to the king and a heart, and he's plays a heart, and now he's gonna have yeah. It's a possibility you don't get to enjoy your heart. So he knows the guy has the ace of heart, so he's
All right.
if flies ace of hearts and plays a club. Now,
Goes rough, heart to the king, heart.
yeah, now you're only down two,
Down
right?
two,
Yeah.
for a win for Hammond. Let's see what we're doing.
Yeah.
This is our wow. We have like 150, 140 viewers over two platforms so far. That's not too bad for a live bridge event on a. What day is it
Yeah.
today, Corey?
Tuesday.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah. Weekday.
When you're in a hotel room in the middle of nowhere, it's kind of hard to know what day it is. You both know that as bridge players, right? You're just sitting there. What day is it? It's the Silidor second day. That's all I know, or something like that.
Just gonna get worse for you too. You're gonna be there for a while.
Yeah.
Couple more days.
I'm gonna stay till probably the halfway through the
That's
mixed rounds.
interesting. Bob cashed that spade before. That was weird. He's gonna go down
Now
three.
he gave an extra trick back, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's gonna swing the jack of heart. I don't know what he's doing.
What?
He's
No.
not a flame.
No.
No, that's not possible.
That can't be right. There's no way, right?
The claim was denied.
Thank you. The claim was denied. Does he think that
The heart king
Queen
queen
of
is
Hearts
double
is
tip?
coming down?
I don't know what he thinks.
Yeah, he knows now though.
And now he's gonna go down three.
Yep. For a chop. Yeah, it looked like he was just convinced that that something was
Yeah.
happening there.
Yeah.
So yeah, the cleanest match is the top match. The first match won 9-8 at some point, and this one is just now the only two scores they've duplicated are minus 300 and minus 500. It's just
There
the
you
best
go. And let's
match.
go for, shall we go for minus 800?
Yeah, even the actual chopping action scores are big scores.
Yeah.
What do we have? I guess we're gonna start with Eric's chair with some sort of. Oh, sorry, excuse me. That's precision opening right there. One diamond. Ace King King in precision. Not vulnerable. Precision players, you guys at all?
I'm not.
Corey?
I played some, but don't play it often anymore.
Yeah, not enough to be expert enough for me, other than a year or two. All right, seems like a normal auction. They're probably gonna. In this case, Eric's hand would be invitational. Am I crazy here? If this is the way they open aggressively, right? This kind of semi-balanced 13. Nope. That's just a game bid.
This big game, try to make it, right?
Yeah. Just
Let's see how
assume
he
partner
does.
has a full opener.
He is going to make it if he can. Yeah, he's going to make it
Does
because
he
he can
have
pitch it.
to? Could he lose a diamond and now a heart
He
and
can
two
pitch
spades?
pitch a diamond on the spades with the spades
But
being split, right?
right, but he
Oh, the hearts are bad. So let's see. But he's got great heart spots. So as long as he gets the pitch, he can just cross rough it, right? He's just got to work on spades to pitch the diamond. Ace, king of diamonds. There's
yeah,
really
he's
not
gonna
much they can do. If they
he
leave a trump,
might get
they
a
can only get one
diamond
more
lead.
trump on the table, right? So they'll be able to get
Oh,
two,
there's
four,
a heart lead.
six trumps, a spade for seven, two diamonds, and a club. Yeah, they'll make it. He's gonna make it.
Unless he switches to a diamond at trick two, right? Was he?
He doesn't. He switches to a diamond at trick two.
Now he
They can
has
beat it.
time to
They can beat it.
unwind.
That's right. And he has to rise with the king of spades when he gets in. He has to do both.
Yep. He has to preserve the
You play
interest.
second hand high in
Not
spade. He
easy.
can trump lead and all that takes to beat it. But they
Yeah.
might do it.
Yeah. They're playing two spades in the south at the other table. So West did not open, and now East opened one diamond. They found their heart fit, and then there was a balancing auction, and North South got to play their 4-4 spade fit. So another result that will not be duplicated.
Which diamond back do you play? You two play back here if you decide to play a diamond.
Good question.
Do you play the six, second high through declare? Or you?
Jill, are you on mute there?
If she's on mute, yeah.
Oh, I accidentally put myself. You
Oh,
can't
there you
hear
are.
me?
Okay, great. Yeah,
Here.
we couldn't hear what you were saying. I saw you talking and I
Oh,
didn't hear you.
oh.
Which diamond do you put on if you were going to lead a diamond?
I'd play the eight. I mean, it's a little. I think he's more likely to switch to a spade.
Right.
I mean, I think the diamond is going to look like it's most likely to blow a trick for
Yeah.
you. So,
Wow,
oh,
he
he
did
did.
it. He did it.
Yeah.
Good for him.
It's got it. That's the trick that can go away, right?
Yep.
It's got five clubs. So
So now we still have to.
he has
Oh,
to rise with the king of spades here. Or it's too
because
late.
he has to lead the diamond through exactly.
Yeah.
So will he? Will he get that? I mean, if he got this right, he's probably halfway there, right?
Well, he might think his partner's going to get two trumps on the table. Let's say his partner's got like ace, jack of spades or something. His partner can play a trump and then play a trump. If he rises, he prevents that. So it's not 100% clear, but tough hand. Defense can be tough.
Ooh. Game
Didn't find
over.
it.
Too
Well, he's
bad.
going to play another heart now.
Yeah, but that's not enough. They can't get their diamond in time, right? Two clubs,
Now we can just
two
lead a
clubs,
spade to
two
the
diamonds
jack
for four, spade for
Three hearts
three,
is five, two diamonds is seven. Oh, he
and
can
four,
get one.
and a
Yeah.
spade.
right, and five trump tricks. If he keeps a high enough heart, yeah, yeah, he's going to rough the dime with the three
Yeah.
and
So
rough
now
the
he can't get
clubs with
over
the queen and the
rough.
jack. Yeah,
Now if he leads another spade now.
yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Okay, now he'll play a diamond.
Cash a spade, pitching a diamond, just cross rough it.
And there
It's
it
tough
is.
play.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, like you guys discussed earlier, it's so much easier for us to kind of. Oh
That's
yeah,
why I
you
go-
can
that's why I
get
do
this
full
there, but
hearts,
these
right?
guys have to kind of figure it out without seeing anything. Just
Yeah.
there. And there's this
That's one of the
diamond
reasons
pitch.
That's one of the reasons why Eric just jumps to four hearts here, right?
That's
Because
right, right.
you have less information on defense.
Now he cashes clubs, right, before he cross roughs.
Yeah.
Just to make sure the opponents can't shake enough to.
I might roll. Yeah, it's gonna rough
He
the diamonds
rough the small diamond, yeah.
because that's the weak. That's the weak trump.
Yep. There we go. Nicely done.
That's a big swing. Yeah,
Yeah, they got to a slim game, and that's 8 imps for Simpson.
Yeah.
It's getting
Now
more
it's only
interesting in this
21
match.
imps.
Yeah, they're gaining.
Yeah.
Another win for the precision system, right?
Yeah. And here we go. The other table is actually we're almost catching up to them, so this is good stuff. They're in the process of bidding this hand as we speak. What we do know, or we can intuit, is they're probably not going to have the same auction as we have over here. And I guess that is true. No one's playing precision at the other table. They're both, I think, more natural systems, so I guess you can expect certain differences based on the starts of these auctions, at least. So this is going to be a perfect opportunity after it goes a spade here to talk about why West should not be overcalling with these sorts of hands as compared to what we saw earlier in the conversation Corey had. Like, this is a hand where if it goes a club of spade, you're never considering overcalling because your hand just isn't good enough.
Doesn't play well opposite a spot. The suit's going to play up as a singleton, but it's not 6-card suit.
So one heart is just probably a spade bid here. They play the transfers over the club responses.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. And Corey, just for those of you watching out there, because some of you probably didn't hear it, give your ranges for your 2-level overcalls.
The 2/1 overcalls, 10 to 17 points. If you have 10 to 13, you have a 6-card suit. If you have 14 to 17, then you have a hand that wasn't the right shape for a takeout double, couldn't overcall over no trump, and has a 5-card suit good enough to play opposite a singleton.
There it is.
That'll be a nice disciplined way.
It's a nice range to put into your books for sure.
And it allows the advancer to bid aggressively, which is what.
But also, Corey, if you have 6-card suit and 10 points, you better have some quality in your suit. It's just not any random. Yeah.
Sure.
I don't overcall bad suits usually, and I teach that too. So
yeah.
Bad suits, never. So yes.
So here now he'll show some sort of invitational hand with clubs, you would guess, if they have a vehicle for that in some way.
Force clubs. It's a pretty good hand. Oh, they've got those partners got 3 spades, right? I don't know, 2 or 3 spades depending on the system.
I can actually tell you, Corey. Sorry about that. That's exactly 3.
So he's got exactly 3 spades. So he's got some balanced hand, but I mean that's the problem. It's a pretty powerful hand, opposite like king, queen, even third of clubs.
Sure.
So I'm guessing 2 clubs forces 2 diamonds, although there's no alert there.
You're right.
And they show some kind of invitational hand.
Right.
Like XYZ.
Yeah. And then maybe he has a chance to kind of,
A bit 3 clubs next.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Just to kind of show the hand we're talking about, whatever vehicle they have for that. I mean, you're not shocked when they bid 3-0 on a hand like this, right? Just with that source of truth.
I mean, 3-0 by North is a great contract, right?
Well, it is if the king of clubs is.
Right. Yeah.
They might not lead a diamond too, though.
Of course they would, wouldn't they?
Seems like a diamond would be automatic, but I guess maybe they might lead a heart.
If you give East 1 more heart and 1 less diamond, he would lead a heart, and then it's just 100% called.
But if a frog had wings, it wouldn't bump its bum along the road also. So we're gonna get some sort of bid here. I like some of the partnerships you ask them, like you give them a bridge question and like, oh, well, we have an agreement that shows such and such here, and I'm always amazed.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's nice. Thank you. What does a normal human being do?
He's definitely going to find in clubs because his partner didn't promise long. His partner only promised 2 clubs. I forgot about that, right? How many clubs did that one club had promised?
I got you right here. Right here.
Right. It's got to be 2.
It is 4-4-3-2. So some sort of shape like that. So it could presumably
Blank
be two, I
transfer
suppose.
responses? That's weird. Normally it's just a doubleton or more. With five diamonds and two clubs, you normally
No,
just
I
double.
have a feeling that's what he meant, though. It's not always it.
You have a
Correct.
feeling
It
it's
is weird, yeah.
So I think
Maybe he meant any 4 4 2 3 or 3. I don't know. It is weird.
you know, two hearts is whatever
that
that
makes it
means for them. Not hearts,
notice
obviously.
how if clubs is just a doubleton club, it doesn't and could be five diamonds and two clubs. It makes it much the diamond lead much less attractive now too.
Well,
Where if you're
this
playing
this appears to be Bob not wanting to alert anything. He's just like, forget
You
it.
know what? It cannot, one club cannot be specifically 4 4 3 2. That's just not, I think it means any that distribution to 4 4 3 2. But that
Well,
doesn't make sense either. So something's screwy here.
something's
and most
happening.
people and
And
he's got three spades, right? So he can't be like that shape in a way.
Yeah.
No, it can't be that. I mean, most people play that it's any balanced hand in the range. That you can have five diamonds and two clubs. You can be 3 3 5 2.
okay, okay. So here's maybe some clarification from the chat. One club equals two plus, but it's it's only two clubs if they're 4 4 3 2, and then 3 3 4 3
Oh,
they open one diamond. At least
yeah. So,
that's
yeah. Well, that
Really?
makes more
Okay.
sense.
that's at least the clarification coming from Al Hollander, and I think
Okay.
Yeah.
he kind of
That's
knows the
what they play.
system
That's
they're
what they
playing.
play.
But what was two hearts is my question. That must have, like, that's where I'm not sure what they're playing, and we're not getting any sort of inkling from that. But they're playing five clubs at this table. They're still having the same auction at the other table, by the way. I mean, not the same auction, obviously, but they had a similar kind of start where they had a minor, a club, a spade, a no trump, two diamonds, conventional, two spades, three clubs, three no, four clubs, and now North is at four hearts at the other table. So it looks like they're destined to play the same contract, maybe for once. Five clubs.
Now we need different defense. It's not the same score.
Well, I know you're gonna the other auction. What's the other auction again?
It's almost it's similar to the way it went here, just more natural, I suppose. A club by North, a spade by South, one no trump by North,
Hmm.
two diamonds by South.
Game forcing, I guess.
Yeah, three clubs. Sorry, two diamonds, double lead direct by West. By the way, that could be helpful for their process. And then two spades by North. In fact, guys, now that they've bid six
Oh
clubs at
my
this
God, Bob
table,
bid 6 clubs.
well, I think North thinks they have hearts. That's why I think that three heart bid, two heart bid was something weird. Because what was
Yeah.
Bob,
three hearts now? Like, what happened there where it went
Yeah, they
two
had a
hearts,
bidding
three hearts?
misunderstanding for sure.
But in fact, I can flash you the other table. They're now also in six clubs at the other table on this
Got their
auction.
auction. Spades, three clubs, three, no, four clubs. Over four clubs, they bid four hearts. So zero.
It's
so
like
here everybody's thinking they're gonna win or lose Imsen is gonna be a push,
this is
right?
another. These teams are on the same wavelength essentially, except
Oh, we got a
this
double.
one we get doubled. Finally, Doug's like, okay, I don't think you're making. I think I know something's wrong.
Well, Doug knows they have a 4 3 spade fit, right?
Yeah,
So he's going to
and
get the ace of diamonds and spades,
I
he
think he
figured.
also intuits that he
He
might be
wants a
getting a
spade
read from
lead.
his opponent in a room also. Like,
Well, he knows that
And he
something,
wants a spade lead so he can cash his ace of diamonds.
well, but he knows he's probably going to get a Spurs of spade going to go away. It's going to
Right, but
tempt him.
he
Yeah.
it's like Lightner double. I mean, he didn't.
so
But he knows
wait,
spades
Jill,
4 3
expand on that
too.
just for those of you that aren't sure what the
Well,
Lightner is.
had Bob
It's
bid a spade, Bob, I need the auction again.
it's on
Bob
the upper
transferred to
left.
Yeah.
spades. So
I'll pass it
Bob
on.
transferred to spades, which was the equivalent of one spade bid.
Right.
Right.
And then Neil showed 3 spades by bidding one spade. So we know that and so Doug has the king, queen of spades, and the ace of diamonds. So a Leitner double would be lead dummies first bid suit, but in this case, we're leading dummies and
Implied first
known
bid suit.
suit.
Yeah, yeah.
The same
The
thing.
suit that
Yeah.
they
So it was a
showed
very
meaning bid.
smart double.
Yeah.
Very smart double.
Yeah, it's a great double.
That's great.
Yeah.
And let's see if Eric is ready for a spade lead here. Not that it could, as Corey's saying, it's certainly not going to go away on anything, right? In fact, they're probably going to lose they're likely to lose a club here as well. Right? They're just going to take a hook in this spot for for down 2. Or down however many. 2, 3, well. The other room, down 2, undoubled. This will definitely be a swing in Simpson's favor.
If you get a spade lead, he's going to rise with the king to conceal the fact that he's got conceal his points, because he's going to cash the ace of diamonds next.
Yeah, and then also now he gives him a little cloudy situation for still the club position.
Right.
And this player didn't act. At the other table, they made a lead directing double of diamonds. I mean, other than the double of 6 clubs, obviously they didn't act. Which honestly, the other table, they did get a diamond lead. Still got it 2 tricks probably. Yeah, deuce of diamonds lead.
So both pairs here struggled on showing the club suit. Looked like.
Yeah.
The big club fit.
Let's do a little.
Show us the other auction, Rob, for a second.
Yeah, for sure. Hang on.
Because we don't know what happened here with the 2 heart bid. No, we don't know what happened. Something's weird.
I have to go back to our little scorecard here, but I'll show it to you right here. So they again similar start, but then 2 diamonds just game forcing.
Right. So So 3 clubs set trumps, 3 no trump, 4 clubs just continuation.
And then 4 hearts, 4 spades, 6 clubs. So Northmore taking the bull by the horns. It looks like. The double of diamonds was probably good for the north hand. Also, they thought at least the king of diamonds is in a good spot, but. There you have it.
It just seems like both tables got carried away.
Yeah,
that's kind of looking at.
Luckily,
I don't get. It just feels that way anyway.
Yeah. 1 second, guys. I'll get us right back to that table. Sometimes you just click back too many times. There we go.
Well, let's look at some of these scores now. Fleischer's killing. Rosenthal's up a lot. Bramley's up a lot.
Yeah, in fact, let me get you another window there, and I'll get that going for us. I think there's only really one, and we're watching one of the closer matches. But yeah, one that has. There we go. Bingo. There we go, guys. So yeah, Leibowitz pulling away a little bit actually in that top match. Bailey Robinson is interesting also. We might have to sweat that in the next set, and here we are in this match. So 20 and 19.
Jeff Juster's team really picked up a lot too.
Big time, gaining 40 at least this set. It looks like with a couple boards left.
Yeah.
And honestly, the top pair too. Well, actually, only 13 gaining, I guess. So still some room. So if you're within 20 or 30, there's 3 sets left. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that could still happen for sure. For
absolutely.
Rodwell thinking for a while just before their lead.
Yeah, long while.
There's 12 minutes left in the round.
That's a pretty bizarre auction for him with the 2 hearts, 3 hearts.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's very hard for him he really needs to figure out what mistakes were made.
And folks, just watching on all the broadcasts, let us know first off. Can you hear and see us? Okay. If you have any problems, let us know. We're still making sure you guys can all see, hear us correctly without issues. The only way we know is if
I
you tell
screwed
us.
something up here. I screwed something up on the Zoom. What did I do?
Uh, what's wrong, Joe? What are you looking at?
Can you see me? Because I
Yeah,
can't
we.
see the board or anything. I had it connecting. Wait a minute. Oh no, it connected me to Zoom support.
No, no.
Um,
Just if you minimize whatever window on, you'll probably find where you are. I'm just kind of sharing my screen with you there.
it says sign in,
Great,
join a
Tom.
meeting.
Thank you.
I don't need that. Leave meeting. No. Cancel. Huh.
Tom in the YouTube chat. I'm seeing your name, and I just got a bunch of old emails from you. I am going to email you next week. I will talk to you soon, buddy.
Okay, I
It's so
might
good
have
to
to
see
get
your
off
name.
and come back on because I did something.
No worries, Jill. I see you're still there, kind of. But if you jump back off and jump back on, you'll come back to the same spot, and you should be able
Yeah,
to see
because
everything. There we go. Okay, Corey. Now it's just you and me.
There we go.
Don't say we won't. We'll pretend we're talking about Jill the whole time when she was gone. But
We should be.
it's weird. Is Eric just in the tank here? Or, I mean, he's just
He's in the
trying to. He's
tank. I mean,
trying
look
to
at that auction.
decide. Is that double? Four to
I
spade
mean,
here.
he knows that they had some auction that doesn't make sense, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So I mean, when two hearts, three hearts, a jump to five clubs, which one player probably thought was maybe exclusion, or something. I don't know. I mean, he thought that they had a heart fit,
Yeah.
right? So if it was exclusion, he showed one key card, 0-1, and then his partner bid six clubs and
And then
went
he
double.
figured it out.
Yeah, it's like something he's just so he knows that they had some sort of massive error, but he's never going to figure out that Bob bid two hearts and a doubleton heart.
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
think that may have been either a misunderstanding of whatever their system was or whatever. And Jill, just hop off of mute there. That's the only thing. Just hop on the mute. Are you okay? It looks like you are.
so he knows his partner thinks they're beating it, may need a lead, but I mean, is it a spade or is it by just a force bid? Is he just doubling on force that he's got power and they just came off the rails, or is it lead directional? So I think he's just trying to figure it out. He's just
Yeah.
taking his time. Smart to do. Take your time on difficult decisions when you don't know exactly what's going on, right?
I think we've seen it a couple times today already where, taking a little fair amount of time before playing can be helpful in your result for sure. In fact,
Yeah.
one was a hand Rodwell was playing earlier. Took quite a bit
He
of
did it
time.
on two hands.
Yeah.
He took a lot, and he got both hands right.
I,
A lot of time to trick one.
I used to live with Joel, and it didn't matter what game you were playing, you were going to get a lot of thinking from Joel, but honestly, the results are proof in the pudding. You're
Yeah.
when you take a lot of time and make a miraculous discovery, time well spent. Yeah, there's this board and two others. In fact, if there's no action going to happen on this table, guys, we might as well go searching for maybe some other option here. In fact, looks like everything's pretty much done except for our match, to be
What
honest.
about the
So,
other table in our match?
yeah,
Are
that's
they?
probably where we want to go, right? So
Yeah.
let's jump back over here. We'll get a little bit ahead, and then we'll circle back if we need to.
Right.
They're finishing up the next board. Just it looks like a ho hum two club contract. North South is crushing it at the moment. It looks like they have 7 tricks in the bank, and looks like a claim is in the offing soon. There it is, 9 tricks for North South, or not? Sorry, South claim 9 total tricks for declare. Is that right?
they played two
Sorry, they
clubs
were
on the
playing.
north south.
They were playing
What?
in the North South. Yes,
And they took
apparently.
9 tricks? What?
That's what I was wondering there, Jill. I'm glad I'm not the only one confused with that result that
Look
we
at the
just saw there.
replay.
To be honest, I'm going to look at the other table and
Wait,
give you the
pass
exact
one, no trump.
auction.
I think that they played two
They
clubs.
did a
They did
spade by
indeed.
East, pass 1 no trump, double, pass
Yep.
2 clubs, all float. Oh crud! My partner big
But
clubs, and they did make it. Wow, that's fun. And as you guys are as we're at this table, I will now take a look at the other table and make sure And Eric did lead a spade on that hand, folks. So they're gonna certainly gain. It's just a question of how much. The other table did not double 6 clubs.
They could go down
Could go
4,
down 800. Two
Yeah.
spades, a diamond.
and then lost club hook when that spade comes
In fact,
back.
now that they're actually doing some stuff over there, let's jump back in. So what we just saw is a spade lead. In fact, I'll show you that in the upper left-hand corner there. It was a spade lead to the queen. Ace of diamonds cash, as we discussed, and then diamond to the king here in Declare's hand, and now we're caught up. And here it's got to be a spade and a club, probably, right? It's going to go heart to the ace, club, hook.
Funny, I said 800 right before this, but the other end wasn't 800. That's funny.
Yeah.
I jinxed them.
And now, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is some damn fine defense. He's going to try to pitch a spade on a heart
Now
finesse.
he's gonna hook the heart and go down
Or,
an extra.
or he might try to rough out hearts, too, if he thinks that's possible.
For his sake, I hope he does.
He's not gonna hook a heart, I don't think, because the guy didn't ever bid, and he would have showed up with the ace of diamonds and the king queen of spades already for some.
It's going to be a show out squeeze, right? He's
And
going to cash
I
all
just
the
sort of
clubs.
feel, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe a show out squeeze. He's going to cash all the
he
clubs
is.
when he plays a heart. And he follows. He doesn't have the queen.
Yeah. This is the normal play here, right? Just going to run clubs and lead a heart towards his hand at some point if no one pitches a king of spades.
Well, he thinks the West has the king queen of spades, right?
Yeah.
He knows he's
Yeah.
Well, he can't hold the king queen of spades and the queen hearts.
Yep. Which means that the finesse is on, but this is a much sexier play, guys. This is what.
Yeah, he'll be disappointed that it doesn't work.
And honestly, this match gets a lot tighter after this one. This is 600 to the good, basically. So
Yeah.
That's 12. That's gonna be 138.
Yeah,
they're
that's
only
within
gonna be up
10.
9.
Amazing. This is a really interesting first round match, don't you think? You just said you have quite a few just really good players going at each other in round of 16. It's a nice draw for us to watch, at least.
Yeah.
There it is, 800. Ouch.
Nice double by Doug.
Boom, boom.
Awarded.
Well, I
Yeah.
think Doug made a very intelligent double.
Yeah.
And when he got exactly what he wanted, right? Got the
Yeah,
spade
well,
on the
also it
table.
was obvious. Not only did he have the spades in the ace of diamonds, so it looked like he was getting a trick. There was obviously we're having a bidding misunderstanding.
Right, right. Spade and no trump and North probably doesn't. This is the hand they played 2 clubs on at the other table.
This is the hand they doubled,
Yeah,
but
this is
they
good. We
played.
got a little sneak preview of this.
Yep.
We don't expect them to play 2 clubs on this hand, but
See, but you can pass, and if they bid 2 clubs, then you can re-up with the double later.
sure,
You know,
sure.
I'd be a passer.
Well, but a no trump, if he might be, he might.
There
He
you go.
passed. Wow.
That's the one thing is if you do choose to double with that hand, you're definitely passing 2 clubs. Unless you
Yeah.
have some sort of agreement that oh, is that it? They just played a no trump. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to make it.
Well, it's going to be a diamond lead, right? So they can get 2. God, they have no sources of tricks here.
2 diamonds, a spade, and a hook.
They don't have any
4 or
tricks.
5 tricks. That's
They can
brutal.
do
Yeah.
the obligatory in club.
Yeah.
They're playing a club to the
The
jack
heart
and
suit's
ducking it for
completely
5.
dead. The spade suit is just yeah.
Yeah.
I
This
mean,
is terrible.
whatever.
Can they go back and play 2 clubs in the north? No, they're gonna.
No, because they're.
I'm
I
just
don't
kidding.
know. This one,
They'll
they're
probably
going to
go
get
plus 150 maybe.
2 diamonds, and and a heart is 3, and at least a spade is 4. Can they somehow or other get a second club if they?
They can get a club if they lead a club to
Yeah,
club up to
yeah.
the jack. But
Yeah,
But
only
it-
because of the
you're not
gust they
working on
might be
your
able to
spade
have.
suit then.
You're more likely to go after spades than clubs.
Totally. How in this case, when you're starting from the west hand, and I think they are probably going to fire spades here. Were you playing the queen out of your hand? You're trying to
Well,
just.
you don't have a lot of
Yeah, you pretty much.
you can't really afford to play. I
Well,
mean, I
see,
guess you could if the spade. Yeah, he's going to do
He's
it
gonna okay.
and play a spade to the.
There you
no,
go.
he's gonna play heart to the nine.
Heart to whatever, and then eventually try to get a low spade towards his queen.
He'll play heart to the nine because he played heart to the ace. He's
Yeah.
given up on that suit. He's
So
not
here
even
it's gonna
throwing
go.
back to his king of diamonds.
It'll go diamond, and they might just duck this one too, right?
Yeah, he'll duck it.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh? He's
I
got the
guess he
entry.
figures he's got a lot of ways to get into his hand anyway here, just in case.
Does what I think.
And he knows the jack eight of diamonds are boss. I suppose it's safe, just in case.
He's asking for the heart back, right?
Yeah.
He wants that to come.
Yeah, notice, folks, what Corey's saying there, that eight of diamonds there. His partner knows he's going to have a perfect count of that suit and know what cards he has. So the eight is, suggestive of, or
Hearts
we
and
think it maybe
clubs and
suggestive.
jack could be spades. Yeah, you can pick all suits.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you're playing with Bob Hammond and he knows exactly what cards you have. It's nice to know you're playing with a good player.
Right now his hearts are set up. It's kind of like that.
Oh, my goodness.
And he's going, I have a lot of tricks when
It's
I
an
come in.
embarrassment of riches now.
See it?
Okay, so he's just going to try to get a little end play in here for.
Yeah, he's trying to have them break spades or break diamonds,
Yep.
which does
It's
in theory
smart. He's
work,
gonna
right?
he's gonna have to.
Gonna get his trick.
He's
It'll
gonna
have
either
to
have to
be-
give him a club or an extra spade for sure.
The only guess would be if he plays a club away and he plays a spade away. Like after cashing, he plays the nine of clubs, and you break this frozen suit that they can misguess which is spades. But that's an awful lot.
I mean, how brutal is this contract though? You're you're playing one no trump and you're just like, well, I'm gonna take down three at least or down two here just on a maybe end play situation. That's when you know it's.
But that's
It's
also
ugly.
why, like ripping the queen of spades earlier isn't out of control because if you play the queen of spades and it goes low, low, king, you
Now,
get in
Now
with
he
the king of
plays two
diamonds and play spades at
diamonds.
the 10 and hope it's jack
uh,
third on side.
is he gonna
Take
get?
Yeah.
cover, cover. I mean,
But they
it's,
have to pitch here
I was just gonna
too.
say, is he gonna get
yeah.
squoze out of this here? I mean, he certainly doesn't
Right,
know.
by saying a trick two instead of playing a heart to the nine, he's never going to be able to enjoy his heart tricks. He's just trying to get out.
Yeah, yeah,
Ripping the queen of spades, where you're going to get one more entry with diamond if they want, potentially, or we get to play ace of spades and out of spade later.
yeah.
It's potential to develop your spades when you can now pitch hearts on them later. Was
So
pleasing.
now he's compressed down to having to pitch a spade from his hand. So
Well, he could play a club. He could play a club
now,
when the clubs and shoot
knowing,
a low
yeah,
spade back and have them guess what to do. Right.
right
But yeah,
there.
I guess he has to play spades to get the club trick. You're right.
So yeah, there it is.
Yeah, he's got to pitch here. He's squeezed.
Yep.
He actually has to pitch a club.
This is such a crazy hand. This is definitely, I believe, we're definitely at the final table here of the day. In fact,
Neil has to know that Bob has the ace of clubs because Clear would have played this a little maybe oddly otherwise.
And he signaled to
right,
Now,
right.
both. I mean,
the declarer is kind of known to have four clubs, I think. Oh, watch him play the king of spades now.
or
Wow. Or the king of
or he
clubs
could put a
now.
club to the eighth and a spade
There it
back.
is. There's the
Yep.
king of spades.
There you
Nicely
go.
done. Nicely done.
So queen, king, ace earlier starting to look better and better, but it wouldn't have done anything. Spade position was so ugly. So how did you do? Well, I took 9 tricks in the 4-2 fit. How did you get through?
What did you
didn't get
play
that
on
one.
this board?
There's
Well,
and win plus an imp for Bob and Neil.
yeah.
well played.
That is great. Again, nothing the same in this match. And This is the last board. There's not much going on in this board, guys, and I have only about 10 minutes until the next. In fact, Corey and I both have about 10 minutes until the next set
Yeah.
starts.
Yeah.
So I will. Why don't we take our break here? And Jill, thank you so much for taking the time to do
Yeah.
this with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's really been a
Thank
lot
you,
of fun.
Phil.
We picked a good table.
Agreed, and
Yeah.
I hope I see you again soon, Corey. I'm going to see you very soon in the next few minutes in the next set. So join us for that, folks, and we're going to have an exciting day of bridge ahead of us. 3 more to go. Hopefully, some of these matches tighten up. We have 2 possible ones. The one we just watched is certainly tight, and we will take a look at the exciting results for the rest of the day. Thanks a lot, folks, and we'll see you again real soon. Take care, folks.
Bye.
Like,
We are off. We